Welcome. Are you ready to eliminate your fear of failure once and for all? I can't wait to help you. I'm Carol Look, and I'm an author, speaker, coach, and creator of the Yes Code. And I am here to help you today to work through this fear of failure. Now, many of you already saw the intro free video where I asked you to, instead of criticizing yourself, which is the #1 mistake we make that keeps us stuck, to ask yourself powerful questions to move you forward. Remember these questions? #1, what's the upside of staying stuck? #2, what's the downside of getting over it? And each problem you have in any area of your life, you can ask these questions and get great information. Now, just getting the information and the why you stay stuck can really move you forward and change your energy. But today, I'm going to teach you a tool that will completely eliminate it from your life. I have helped people double their income, triple their income, sell their homes, sell their businesses, get completely out of debt, lose weight, change their relationships, get new jobs, all sorts of things when they stopped being stuck or struggling with overwhelm. So here's the tool that I'm going to teach you. It's called EFT, or tapping. And what we do is we tap on acupuncture points while we're focused on the problem that we want to clear. And in this case, we're going to be clearing all our fear of failure. And we're going to take each piece separately. So tapping, or EFT, we borrow the traditional theories of ancient Chinese medicine about acupuncture and getting into the system with the meridians and the circuitry in the body that carry electricity. But we don't use needles, we use our fingertips to tap on the points. So what you need to do to be incredibly effective and clear with EFT, or tapping, is to choose a really good target. And the best target is an emotion. Now, you can also use symptoms, you can also use memories of an event, you can also use beliefs, but I really like going for the emotion. So remember those questions. You were stuck and you're asking yourself, what's the upside of staying stuck? And maybe you're afraid to make a mistake. What we would do with that answer that you got, I'm afraid to make a mistake, is we would then target EFT, the tapping, on that issue, on your fear, and clear it out that way. So I'm going to show you with video how to do the tapping, how to tap on all the points and what to say, and then I'm going to provide you with some audio with many more examples to help you move through this. So, step 1, we choose a very clear target. I'm afraid I'm going to make a mistake. That was the answer to the question, what's the upside of staying stuck? I don't want to make a mistake. So we choose a target. I'm afraid I'm going to make a mistake. And then we measure how high is your fear on the 0 to 10 point scale. Some of you will actually be a 9 or a 10. And if you're a 9 or a 10, I promise you, you cannot move forward. You will stay stuck if your fear is that high. So then we take this energetic technique, this tapping on acupuncture points, and we clear that. So we chose a target. I'm afraid to make a mistake. We measured it, 0 to 10. Write down your number. Where are you? 10 is the worst fear possible. And then follow along with me so you can watch this video of how to tap. So you start on what we call the karate chop point. You have one on your left hand as well as your right hand. Tap right there and repeat after me. We combine a description of the problem with an affirmation. So tap right here. Even though I'm afraid I'm going to make a mistake, repeat, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I'm afraid to make a mistake, no wonder I stay stuck. I deeply and profoundly accept myself anyway. Good, let's do it a third time. Even though my fear of making a mistake makes me stay stuck, I deeply and completely accept who I am. Great. That's called the setup in EFT, or in tapping. We name the problem, we combine it with an affirmation while we're tapping on the karate chop point. Then we take 2 fingers of our dominant hand, I'm right-handed, so that's how I do it, and we tap on these points on the face and the body that correspond with Chinese medicine acupuncture points. And the tapping seems to get into the electrical system and calm you down. So we're talking about a problem, we bring up that file, we open that file, and we edit it by tapping on the points. So follow along with me now. The first point is called the eyebrow point, right here. And we just name the problem. I'm afraid I'm going to make a mistake. Repeat it. Good. The next point is right here, called the outside of your eye. I'm afraid to make a mistake. Good. The next point is right under your eye and either side. I'm afraid I'm going to make a mistake. No wonder I stay stuck. Good. The next point, we call it the nose point. It's actually on your upper lip below your nose. Tap right here. I'm afraid I'm going to make a mistake. No wonder I stay stuck. The next point is called the chin point. Above your chin, below your lower lip. Tap right in there. I'm afraid I'm going to make a mistake. And that's why I stay stuck. Isn't that making sense to you now? The next point is called the collarbone point. The easiest way to get there, put your hand in a flat palm, outstretched palm, and tap right here where the knot of a man's tie would be. And I promise you're getting to those two funny little knobs right there that are considered the collarbone point. So tap right there. I'm afraid I'm going to make a mistake. That's why I'm so stuck. Good. The next point, under your arm, left side or right side, it's about 4 inches below your armpit. I lift my arm like this and I tap under there on the side and the ribs. Just tap there either side. I'm afraid I'm going to make a mistake. That's why I'm stuck. Great. We end on the top of the head with this wonderful acupuncture place up here. Tap around in a little circle and repeat after me. I'm afraid I'm going to make a mistake. That's why I stay stuck. Good. Awesome. Then you take a deep breath, which continues to move this energy through your body. All right? And then you measure again. Remember our target? I'm afraid I'll make a mistake. Some of you were at a 4 or a 5, and some of you were as high as an 8, 9, or 10. Measure that again. I'm afraid I'll make a mistake. 90% of you, that fear will have gone down. And when the fear goes down, your behavior changes. Everybody keeps trying to do it by changing their behavior first. It doesn't work. You need to change your feelings and the energy. So again, to be clear, we start here. We choose our target. I'm afraid of something. Some of you, I'm going to do some exercises for you in the audio. Afraid to stand out, afraid to shine. I'm a perfectionist. Many other exercises in the audio portion of this program for you. So we choose a target. I'm afraid to make a mistake. We measure how high our fear is, 0 to 10. All right. Then we start on the karate chop point, and we say, even though I'm afraid to make a mistake, or in the other examples, even though I'm afraid to shine, I deeply and completely accept myself. And we do that 2 or 3 times. Then we tap on the points on the face and the body while we're naming the problem. We want to get into the file. We want to be in it, all right, in order to release the caught up conflict and emotion there. And we tap on the points, remember? The eyebrow point, and we say, I'm afraid to make a mistake. The side of the eye, afraid to make a mistake. Under the eye, under the nose, while we continue to repeat the problem. The chin point, the collarbone point, either side or with your hand. Under your arm, and we end on the top of the head. Then we take a deep breath all the way in and out. And then we measure again, 0 to 10. So that's a very simple example, but a very clear and effective example of how to use tapping on any of your fears that are blocking you. Now I'd like you to move to the audio portion and the PDF so you can follow along with many other exercises, and I'm going to help you clear your fear of failure. I promise it's possible and probable. I've done it for thousands of people. I did it for myself. So whether you sabotage and that keeps you stuck, whether you're overwhelmed, whether you just feel stuck, whether you're a perfectionist, whether you don't want to shine, whether you're just afraid to be criticized and to be judged. This technique has been working for people since the 1980s, but it's become much more popular in the last few years. Again, some of you learned it being called emotional freedom techniques. Now many people are just referring to it as tapping. So I hope this video showing you the points and the tapping was helpful, and you can always come back and refer to it. And now you can read the PDF, download the PDF, as well as listening to the audio files to help you with many, many more examples of how to clear your fear of failure once and for all. Thanks again, everyone, for listening and for watching.